Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with SouthernIndianaWeather.com. Thanks for logging on to my latest long-range forecast update. It is Election Day. Finally here in Indiana, we've made it. Hey, the primary actually matters this year. Well, I guess it always matters, but we're not used to actually having a say, it seems like. All the candidates are usually chosen before we get to this point. By the time we vote, pretty much a locked up done deal in the primary season for president. But your vote actually matters this year more than normal, so make sure you get out there and vote today. If you're heading out to the polls, folks, it's kind of a gloomy morning out there right now. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s here at the 9:30 hour Eastern time. Across the area, there's some clouds out there too, and it's going to stay that way throughout this afternoon. It'll get more gloomy though as we go throughout the day. Some spotty showers up here in the central part of the state, and as you head a little bit more towards the north, you got some steady rain. For us, really nothing going on shower-wise. Do think there might be some spotty showers develop this afternoon for us, but it's not going to be a big deal, only about a 30% chance or so. Temperatures, unfortunately, not going to rise all that much more. We're going to go up to high, maybe 61, 62, something around there today. It's just not going to be a warm day by any means. Normal high temperature today is 71, low right around 50, so yeah, we're going to be running just a little bit below normal the way things look today, but active weather pattern is returning. Here's the way the forecast map takes a look like, and as we look at this, you got a cold front down off to our south and east that's going to be continuing to push out of the area. Some spotty showers around today, but a better chance of showers will come tomorrow as a cold front pushes our way. And as that cold front pushes through, it'll bring some rain with it. Not a huge amount of rain, thankfully, because we've had a fair amount of rain, especially this past weekend. Some of us got a couple of inches of rain, so we're not looking at another inch or two soaking here, but maybe a half inch or less of rain tomorrow. Probably not even that. It doesn't look like a too big of a deal for us, thankfully, at this point. And then we start to dry out for a few days as we look at sort of the longer range map. As we get into the weekend, high pressure starts to stay large and in charge for 2 or 3 days. That's actually going to give us a pretty nice and warm weekend. And then as we get into the early part of next week, another front nears us. As that front nears us, we're going to turn into a more of an active weather pattern again with plenty of chances of rain. So here's the way things shake out on future radar today. Again, some very light spotty showers around the area. They almost don't show up here on the high-res NAM. But again, maybe a 30% chance this afternoon. I think you might see a couple or 3 dots on radar, but I don't think you're going to see it just all over the area. It's going to be really spotty. Not everybody will get wet by any means. The better chances of rain, though, certainly come in tomorrow. As you notice, there's the cold front moving through. You can see it right up to our north there as we head into overnight hours tonight. By the time tomorrow morning comes, here's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and there you go. There's the cold front moving through the area with showers, so it's going to be more of a morning time than anything. Might see a couple of showers around still in the afternoon, sort of some stragglers, but it's not going to be a completely all-day rain tomorrow. More of a morning type of event with a shower or two possible in the afternoon, but mostly confined to the morning. Now, as we head in later into the period, here's the way the long range looks from the GFS model. Here we are in Indiana. There's those showers that we're experiencing today, but as I put this into motion, there's your better chance of rain. There's your low pressure dragging the cold front there with it, and that gets out of the way here. So by the time Wednesday comes and goes, after that we're going to be dry. There's high pressure down to our south that eventually rolls off to our east there, settling in. But next best chance of rain really going to come, as you see here, kind of on Monday, late Sunday night into Monday. In fact, next week looks like there's going to be some periods of rain. There'll be some mostly dry days with some mostly wet days as well. It's going to be kind of a mix between strong and smaller rain chances, but we'll have those rain chances move in. And really, as far as we head into the rest of the outlook for the middle of the month, we've still got plenty of rain. Looks like May just really not going to shut the faucet off yet. Typically, whenever you got an El Nino going to a La Nina in a very quick manner of time, you see the faucet sort of shut off. We're not seeing that yet. That's not to say that that won't happen, but last year we had kind of the same thing where we had a pretty good wet spring, and then the faucet sort of shut off, and we had rain over the summer, but just not a copious amounts of rain, and that may be sort of what we're headed for. That's kind of my thinking at this point on that. But right now we're in the period where we've still got the rain, so gardeners and farmers, enjoy the rain while you can get it. I know it's frustrating. You're tempted to get the fans out and try to dry out the fields, I guess, as if that's really going to work. But nonetheless, I know it's frustrating, but the drier times will come, but unfortunately not over the next couple of weeks. Looks like some pretty good chances of rain. If there is any consolation and some decent news with this, it doesn't look like it's going to be pounding rain. Here's total accumulated precipitation from that GFS model I just showed you over the next 16 days or so, and it only gives 1.2 inches of rain here, Evansville area, 2.5 up around Bloomington, 9/10 of an inch there around Louisville area. So again, 1 to maybe 2 at most around the area as far as total rain, and this is over a 16-day period, so certainly not looking at any flooding concerns here by any means, but it's enough. With those off and on showers, it's going to be annoying. It's going to keep the ground wet. It's going to make it hard to get into the fields and do things. But if there is any consolation to this, I suppose there is going to be some warmer temperatures with it. So when we get those dry days, that will help to dry things out a little bit. Next 3 days here today, Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to stay confined, pretty chilly. In fact, I'm not even convinced on Wednesday, or Thursday rather, that we even make it out of the 50s. I think I've forecasted 59. This is saying 63. That might be a bit optimistic. We'll see. But I think we're going to hover pretty close to 60. And it's going to be a cold. And of course, as that cold front moves through, it's another reinforcing shot of cool air. We do warm up, though, after we've got these few cool days to deal with this week. What you notice is we warm back up to the 70s and even some 80s there in the forecast as well as you look over the spread for the next 16 days. So an above average pattern is coming back. We're just not in it right now. Again, our normal high right now, right around 71. We're certainly below normal right now. By the time we head into the weekend, though, folks, it's going to be an absolutely beautiful weekend with some sun and clouds and temperatures in the 70s and 80s. So really, we certainly can't beat that. Here's the way your forecast shakes out. You can go to southernindianaweather.com to get this. Click on 10-day forecast. High 63, 64, somewhere around in there today. Some spotty showers this afternoon. More gloomy than anything, though. Not everyone will get wet. Kind of a chilly night as we go down to 49. Not all that much recovery tomorrow. 63 for your high. Better rain chances tomorrow in the morning time, but we should clear it out as later in the day. Going partly cloudy Wednesday night. Maybe some filtered sunshine there under a partly sunny sky on Thursday, but temperatures 59, 60, but the warming, it moves up after that. Friday, not so bad, back into the 70s again. And look at this, the weekend, 77, up to near 80 on Sunday, though some of the latest modeling since I built this forecast package, some of the more later modeling is suggesting upper 70s. Instead of the 80s, still going to be warm there no matter what. It's going to be a pretty nice weekend there. But then the shower chances move in next week, and it's going to be, there's 4 straight days I've got in the 10-day right there of rain next week. So I know that's not what we want to see, but it is what it is, and we'll just take it as we can go. We can get some dry days like this with the warmer temperatures. At least we can help to warm things out before some of the showers come in there again. So, folks, that's the way things stand right now. Happy Election Day to you. Get out there and cast your vote if you haven't already. Your vote certainly makes a difference. Do your American civic duty and vote today, folks. Going to be a little bit chilly out there, but hey, at least it's not pounding rain on us. That is it for this long-range update, folks. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite for SouthernIndianaWeather.com. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time.